Hi guys, let's do another English practice lesson. Today the article's name is Watching Too Much TV May Shrink Your Brain. It was posted July 27, 2026, the level advanced. Some vocabulary: examine, to check or consider something in detail, structure, the way the parts or elements of something are arranged or organized. Process, to deal with the information from the senses. Stroke, a health condition caused by a sudden loss of blood flow to the brain. A new study has found that living near green areas can reduce your risk of suffering a stroke. I, I didn't know this word. Stroke. To us is ABC. Okay. Lack, the state of not having or not having enough of something. Physical, relating to the body. Okay, so let's start the article. Have you ever been told that watching too much TV will make your eyes turn square? Many parents have used this warning to stop their children from spending hours in front of television. While that old saying isn't true, a new study suggests that watching a lot of TV may still affect your body, or more specifically your brain. Researchers from USC Dornsife College of Letters, Arts and Sciences in Los Angeles followed about 1,700 adults over more than 20 years. At the start of the study, participants were an average of 53 years old and answered questions about how often they watched television in their free time. More than two decades later, researchers examined their brains using MRI scans and found that those who watched more TV tended to have different brain structures. Among those who said they watched TV very often, the parts of the brain that help with memory were smaller compared with people who said they rarely watched TV. Frequent TV watchers also had smaller frontal and occipital lobes, areas of the brain that help us think, make decisions, and process what we see. The researchers also found changes in the brain that have been linked to aging, memory problems, and increased risk of having a stroke. But were these issues caused by watching TV or perhaps just by a lack of physical activity? To find out, the researchers compared TV watching with sitting at work. They found that people who spent a lot of time sitting at work didn't show the same brain changes. In fact, they often had larger frontal and occipital lobes and fewer signs of damage in the brain. The researchers think this may be because many jobs keep the brain active by making people think and solve problems. So while Your eyes won't turn square. Your brain might still thank you for taking a break from watching TV every now and then. Okay, and very interesting text. I could understand it very well. So let's move on to the discussion. What are your thoughts on the study's findings? I found it very useful and very interesting. I didn't know about that. It's a warning for me to me maybe stop watch so much TV. And as well, I spend a lot of my time watching YouTube videos. I think it can have the same effect. So yeah, it's a good warning for me. Yeah. Do you watch much TV? Do you stream shows or watch traditional TV? Yeah, I actually watch much TV. I watch some stream shows and not traditional TV. More soccer. I am used to watch soccer, football, yeah, and some streamings. When was the last time you binge watched a show? I will just search about binge. Oh, excess. Um, it was the last Saturday. I spent 6 hours watching a mini series, a short series in the Netflix. Yeah. Do you know anyone who watches way too much TV? I think I know a lot of people that watches way too much TV, mainly kids or even adults that spend a good time watching TV. Where were your parents strict with TV time when you were a kid? Yeah, but when I was kid, it's not so common. We spend a lot time, we spend a lot time in front the TV. But yeah, the my parents restricted my TV time. That it's great. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the further discussion. Do you tend to watch more movies or TV shows? Yeah, like I said, I watch more YouTube videos, but between TV shows and movies, I definitely watch more movies. Are there any upcoming shows you are really looking forward to? Not really. I'm not following a TV show that is upcoming some new episode or something new. Have you rewatched any of your favorite shows recently? Not. Yeah. I rarely rewatched something. It was common when I was younger because we didn't have uh, streaming, so we needed rewatched rewash a lot of time the same movie. Are there any TV shows from your country that are popular overseas? Overseas, I think it is in other countries. Yeah, I just will check that. Um, abroad, yeah, overseas. is abroad. Okay. I think maybe because our language is Portuguese, maybe that is not so. For that is not so common. Be popular overseas. Seas. I want to will see how pronunciate that.
Overseas.
Overseas. Okay, overseas. Yeah, I think that have some something in the Netflix because they can put subtitles and audio in English or Spanish. Yeah. Do you have a good TV and stereo setup at home? Would you like to? I didn't understand very well that question. Mm, uh, I just don't understand. Would you like to? Okay. But yeah, I have a normal setup. I have a TV. I have my notebook, not my laptop. Yeah, it's enough to watch TV. Okay, we have finished that lesson. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one.